Each week, we welcome to our NfG stage one of our highly talented members or special guests with something designed to help you and your business. Our next guest has a lifetime skill set of expression and leaving a good impression. Hitting the stage at a young age, she preferred the limelight to a nightlight, glowing with the power of performance. Initially as an accomplished dancer, singer, choreographer, and even a judge for competitive dancing. But strictly speaking, that's not what she's most known for today. Undertaking NLP training back in 2008, she learned how to model some of the great legends, helping master the skills to train others, helping them to add glitz by putting on the Ritz. Her acting and performing career has seen her working alongside many household names from David Baddiel to Derek Jacobi in films and during her time at both the BBC and ITV. Living in the spotlight, she's frequently engaged to compare events or as a guest on many podcasts, but she enjoys sharing her knowledge of stage presence to help others to find their shine. In her courses, she uses her winning formula to help transform people from camera shy to camera fly, and has already used her skills with countless business heads to help them deliver a commanding production that deeply engages their audience. With a talk designed to help us discover a presence worth podcasting, we bring to you Velody, the Queen of Ceremonies. Good morning, Velody.
Good morning, Richard. Thank you. What a wonderful intro. You're all very kind. Thank you. If it's possible to get the visuals up, Richard is going to take care of that for me. But do not worry. We are going to start. There it is. We're going to start with how to be epic. How to be epic. What's so great about being epic beyond the obvious? And why, as a business owner, it's really, really something that if you want to build a legacy, it's going to be well worth considering. So we're going to get into it letter by letter. And I'm going to start by asking you to visualize somebody. So if I was to ask you to visualize Obama, could you do it? In fact, let's try it together now. So I want you to picture Obama, picture him at the podium. It's probably where you're going to picture him. I want you to hear him in your ears if you can. Close your eyes, picture him in your mind's eye, or your cinema in your mind if you're visual, however it works for you. But I bet if you focus, you can picture him at the podium. So do that for a second. You might even remind yourself of his very wonderful oratory skills and his ability to really pace and have you hanging on his every word. So Obama is here to represent E for engaging. What do you think it would do for your business if you're able to be effortlessly engaging? If, like him, you are not only able to engage, but also enthrall, empower, excite, and lots of other E words as well. So let's see him, Richard. Pop him up there. And we'll have our next slide. So E, of course, stands for engage, be engaging. Again, what do you think it would do for your business, your personal brand, your legacy, if you knew that you were able to always be engaging and always to do more than motivate, but really excite, enthrall, empower, and bring people along with you? I think that'd be worth something, right? So the next letter we have, and wait for it, Richard, there will be a big reveal in a moment, but we'll stay with E for now. So we're going to move on to our next letter. And this is, of course, is P. Now, what do you think it would be worth for you to know that you could always bring complete presence to any situation? and give your undivided attention to your client or whoever you were speaking with, so much so that they really felt that they were the only person in the room. I had such an experience like that with Hugh Hilton, the billionaire property tycoon, and look out for my post about that on LinkedIn this week. He was really somebody who was completely present, and in that moment with me, everyone else disappeared and we were completely in sync. So again, this time we're going to use somebody who also only goes by one name, the lady herself. You may reveal, Richard, standing for P and presence, of course, poise, power, and passion. She needs no introduction. There she is. Oprah herself. She embodies all of these things, and of course, much more as well. She wasn't only the first female self-made billionaire. Hugh, no one's completely self-made. Stedman's been with her all the way. But the important thing is that she brings that gravitas, she brings that presence, she's able to really bring you along with her. And again, I want you to think about, what would it do for your business now that it runs mostly without you working in it? What would it do to always know that if you were to feature, if you were to have to pitch in 30 seconds, in 60 seconds, if you were invited onto the BBC, if you were invited onto your favorite podcast tomorrow, they need you as a guest. Again, wouldn't it be great to know that you could definitely bring this to the table? Now we're going to move on to the next letter, but not the next slide. Okay, so it's been said in business, I believe it was Henry Ford, feel free to correct me in the comments. He said that businesses are, yes, they're 1% inspiration, but actually it's the 99% perspiration that makes things happen. When you're at the point where you've achieved your business success, I want to actually flip that around and go, you've already done the 99% perspiration to get that rocket off the ground. Now it's time to go back to that 1% inspiration, which we will now reveal to you. And the reason it's so important to do that is because your employees, or indeed your audience, motivating them will only get them so far. If you're motivated, that can run out, right? But when you're inspired, that's when things really next level up. And that 1% that makes the difference is what leaving that legacy, leaving that brand, leaving that dream that you came here to deliver, actually being able to leave that for the future generations and for your family, really being able to harness inspiration is really something that is going to set you up for a wonderful future and the things that you care about too. And when you want to put your personal brand, your business resources, your voice behind a cause that you love, a cause that you believe in, a cause that inspires you, being able to effortlessly talk about it, being able to, at the drop of a hat, articulate it, again, that is the thing that makes the difference. So I think we'll all agree that the bar for what is newsworthy, and we can have the next one, please, we can do the reveal. I think we might agree that the bar for what's newsworthy sometimes feels like it's got a bit low lately. I don't know about you. You may have your own opinions on Love Island, but you get what I'm talking about. The thing that I'm going to ask you to wrap up this presentation is, and I created a new word last Thursday to bring this together. So I'm going to ask you, and of course our C stands for, are you chooseworthy? Are you choosing you We can have the next slide. Thank you, Richard. Are you, by virtue of how easy you make it for clients to choose you, by the way that you approach things, are you chooseworthy? Are you actively choosing you? Let's go to the next one as well, just to hammer it home a little bit and introduce my new word to the dictionary. So again, how important would it be to make sure that you knew that you were chooseworthy, not only for yourself, but also for the clients that the next level clients that you might want to attract. And again, for the gravitas and the message that you want to bring as you move forward. When we're successful business owners, again, it comes a time when it transcends profit and it moves into legacy. And so wrapping things up, we're going to bring it back to the epic reveal again, just to bring those letters back to you. So E is for, are you engaging? P, do you have that presence? Yeah, you can change it, it's okay. I, are you really truly inspired? And C, are you making sure you're chooseworthy? If you do these 4 things, it's really going to make that difference for you between being great at what you do and having that ability to put your voice, put your brand, put your resources behind something that really, really matters. And something that's going to outlive us. We have some audience participation, and why not? Stages are always like that. So I'm going to wrap up now. I will take questions if there are any. Just a quick invite. I believe it might be on the next slide. Just to remind you guys, I am launching my podcast, Stage Secrets. Miraculously, it wasn't taken. And in that podcast, I'm going to be doing, of course, giving stage secrets, having guests on and talking about, again, when we're inspired, sometimes we have a tendency to look at Olympians or gold medal winners and think that's who we need to focus on. But actually, what people really need to see is that journey. Remember, I talked about Emma. She'd gone from 6p noodles to a 6K Rolex. And when I explained to her that actually her talking about that journey could be much more value when she was featured on media and much more of interest than simply saying how big her business was. And so helping her overcome those nerves has been an absolute pleasure. And as Richard mentioned, camera shy to camera fly, we're confirming the dates, but it would be lovely to invite some of you there if that's for you. And as I say, if we have a question, I'm happy to take that. Yeah, I agree with you, Andy. He does do a fantastic introduction.